Well, ladies, it says we're live here, so we must be live. Gentlemen also. This is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife. We're on balcony banter tonight. The sun has just come out. It's been overcast most of the day. The sun has just come out. We're having a lot of fun. We've just been chit-chatting with our guests in the green room, and now we're going to go live. Those of you first time here, we have serious discussions and a little bit of fun on Wednesday's balcony banter. Friday is Freaky Friday, where I'm in a bar somewhere getting drunk, but not this week because I'm not drinking. And Meetup Monday is your show, where you can come in the island and you come and say hello to us here in Caio Salvaje. If nobody turns up, I also take guests in the room. So if you're not subscribed and you like what you see today, consider subscribing. And this, my friends, is Balcony Banter. And here we are in all our glory. Top left is Tim Dowd. Yay! Top right is Christina and Giuliani. Yay! Bottom left is Ian. Yay! And a special guest today, we have LORRIE A. MacGILVRAY from, where are you sat at the moment, LORRIE?
Port Huron, Michigan.
In Michigan. That's why there's a little bit of echo, maybe. Is there echo?
Are we echoing through?
It's a long way to Michigan. We got a problem, Michigan. We got a problem. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to have a bit of fun today. Today's topic, I actually put a thing up yesterday saying a quick update, and I said stories with meaning, and it's actually stories that matter. But I think both is okay, right?
Yeah.
And very good. First of all, I would like to thank Sarah Childs for the wonderful donation there right at the beginning, even before we were live. Thank you, Sarah. And to everybody who's chatted at the beginning, we have Jeff, Pauline, Sarah, Jeff again, Ian Miller, whoever he is, Pauline again, Jeff Daniels, Julianne Nendel, whoever she is, Anthony, Maria, Derek, Pete and Shell, David Longman, Mark Wilson, they're all coming in thick and fast now, Craig Morris, Simon Farrant, Tony Smith, Jeff Daniels, Distraction You, good evening to everybody, and Craig Andrews, Echo, yes, and Julie Wade just popped in there. If anybody does anything after Julie, then I'm not reading it. Well, I'll read it. Well, it's distraction, but we'll come to your comments soon. Today's topic is stories. I've got to get it right again.
Stories that matter.
Stories that matter. I've got to be careful because stories with meaning and stories that matter. Okay. I'm not very good at this, am I? I'm not very good.
You are perfect.
We get Monty Python moments. For those of you who are thinking, just a minute, didn't he have that shirt on yesterday? And he's got a little bit more beard than yesterday. You're right. I've been working very hard today, washing curtains again, making pizza dough, and getting the washing out onto the balcony, looking after Christina, and getting ready for tonight's show. So I'm a little stinky po at the moment, aren't I?
Christine is very happy.
Christine was very pflegeleicht today.
She was very pflegeleicht. And pflegeleicht in English is?
I don't know.
Very easy to
look after.
Yes.
Easy. Pflegeleicht is when you buy something and you just shake it and all the dust falls off, yeah? That's exactly
and you don't have to iron it.
That's exactly what Christina is. All right over there. Just shake it, the dust comes off. We're on the Tim and Tonics today, so this is like a berry juice, a blackberry juice I think we got. Christina's got lime juice, and that's gin over there with Giuliani. But we are going to open a bottle of wine later on with the pizza, I think.
Maybe.
We've all got them.
Mm-hmm. So, we've all got, what have you got?
Ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
And Ian, vodka.
Iced water.
Iced water, that's what you call it. I'll believe you, thousands wouldn't. So let's go around the table. Christina, how the devil are you? Haven't seen you since 5 minutes ago.
I'm quite fine.
You look fine, actually.
I was better yesterday than the day before, but today, long as I sit comfy and have a nice conversation.
Have you got your clicker?
No.
Oh, you're not getting it either.
Didn't bring it to me.
Didn't bring it.
She's gonna kick you.
And we didn't have the fluffy thing back either, did we?
Oh, we have actually.
You brought it, did you?
Yes.
Cool, dude. Well, she doesn't need it. The wind's not that bad.
Okay.
Because the fluffy thing, you see, that was on Christina's mic, well, actually, the fluffy thing that was on my mic went to Christina's mic when I got the new one.
I just thought this mic is a bit small today.
There you go. And we gave it to Juliana because it's really the fluffy thing off that little microphone that you use,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So we've
The beef eater.
The beef eater, yeah. So, Christina, what have you been doing? Not a lot, really.
Oh, we had a great meal.
Well, we went out on Sunday, we did, didn't we?
Sunday.
With some
that was
very
good,
old
yeah.
friends, 40 years old friends.
Tim's old friends.
Yeah, people that met before I got married the first time. In fact, Rachel's husband was my best man at my first wedding.
Her first husband.
First husband, yeah, because unfortunately Martin is no longer with us. But Martin, if you're listening, stories that matter.
Yep.
There you go. And yeah, so we had a great time on Sunday. Went to Little Germany for a change. But you didn't have your favourite meal, did you?
I had something totally different this time.
What was it?
Vegetarian. What other word?
Another German word, frikadellen.
Frikadellen, yeah.
And what's the English word? It doesn't sound as good in English.
No?
No, it's
I-
vegetarian beef burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Little beef burgers.
I like beef burgers. Yeah.
Minced burgers.
Yeah, but you're not on a bun, you know.
Yeah.
Beef burgers, like what you used to have when you were a kid in England or Britain.
But they were all vegetarian
Uh-huh,
with a really good mustard.
uh-huh. I like the way you say mustard.
Mustard. And potatoes.
And potatoes. Oh, it was fried potatoes, wasn't it?
Fried potatoes, yeah.
Fun potatoes.
And
And a
the
salad.
salad.
And that was
Hello, Claire.
just a tenner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was just a tenner. It was lovely. I had a big steak, and the other two had schnitzels, didn't they? So that was good.
Yeah.
And then you didn't do anything the rest of the week, no?
Well, we went after the meal, we went for a few drinks. And it got late, and we were really lucky because it didn't rain yet.
It started raining early the next morning, didn't it?
In the middle of the night.
Not the middle of the night. It's early in the morning for me. It's the middle of the night for you.
Okay.
You know, somebody gets up at 11 o'clock. If you're lucky. But you work in the night, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You do shopping and you meet loads of people.
Flying to places.
Yeah, you're running around. You got any decent dreams that you had?
No, not really.
No. There was one morning you woke up, you didn't remember your dream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Never happened to me before.
No. Oh.
Wow.
Could have been the one where you drank too much.
Probably.
Okay, Juliana, we haven't seen you. I've seen you on Saturday. didn't I? I
Yes,
saw you
on Saturday. Yes, that's
How's
where-
how's your website coming along?
Yeah, it's there. It's there and functioning.
It's there and functioning.
So everyone can go check it out.
So Ian
Thanks.
Ian had a look, didn't he?
Did you, Ian?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah?
he sent you before, and he sent you the
Yeah,
things.
yeah, he did. He did.
And then
He sent me some really good suggestions, and then you were so helpful too.
we implemented them on Saturday.
Yeah, and yeah, that was really good.
All we need
actually.
now is for you to guys to go over to julianinendel.com and press the button.
Press the button.
And all the button does is sends a message to Julian. He says, "I fancy a chat."
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. And whatever comes of it, comes of it. I fancy a chat.
Emails.
So what else have you been doing in work or play?
Yeah, well, work filming actually, filming
With the
and-
microphone.
No, not with the microphone, with the with the phone and with the camera, and working with the kids. Yeah, and going, of course, for my walks. Although it was a bit windy and rainy the other day, but
was, yeah.
still need to go out.
You need to go. Anything drastic happen?
No,
So just
No.
SSD.
Oh, and of course, I had a lovely chat with Laurie, our guest today, our special guest. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Well,
And
thank
we
you.
were
Thanks for having me.
we were talking actually about our topic today, so that's how we got started.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll come to Ian first because we'll save our special guest to last. We'll come to Ian first. What's been happening, my friend?
Hey, not a lot. It's been cold the last couple of days. It started off at the beginning of the week. The temperature was in double figures, quite high. But in 2 days, it's went down to single figures, and it's very, very cold. Very cold. So there's not much happening at all, although I thought I would be brave today and go out and cut my daughter's lawn for the first time.
Did it happen?
It happened, but you know what they say, the first cut is always the worst.
The first cut's the deepest.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be quite honest, I'm feeling it a wee bit tonight.
Good. Good.
In other words, I'm out of practice. But no, that's been basically it since I spoke to you last.
So you've been keeping busy.
Yeah, there's always plenty to do. I've got my plots and everything all pegged out, ready for planting, but just a wee bit early for me planting yet, because I don't cover with polytunnels or anything like that. They're just out, and it's still time for Frosty.
Frosty the snowman.
It's tempting to sort of change, but as they say, never cast a flute till May be out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means? Come on.
Don't do anything until the end of May or something.
Don't change your clothes until after the end of May.
Well, I'm on my second day with this shirt, so
It's okay for you. It's okay for you. You're in the sun.
here comes the sun.
Even worse.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right.
Ask for that, did I? Ask
You
for
did,
that,
yeah.
did I?
We'll probably get demonetized now. Demonetized. So, Ian, thank you for the update there. And now, ladles and jelly spoons, I'd like to introduce somebody that I've been in contact with 2 or 3 times, and each time it's been a great pleasure. And Laurie has said she's got time today to come on from Michigan. So, welcome, Laurie A. MacGILVRAY. What's been happening?
Well, I've been over on your side of the pond.
Okay.
Back about a week and a half, I suppose. Was over in the UK, in London, back where we used to live, in Penarth in Wales.
Penarth. Okay.
Penarth, just across the bay from Cardiff. Lived there for about 7 years, I suppose. So we went back and saw some friends, had a bit of business. Went to Oxfordshire, had a meeting with a lovely friend who she's retired from head of WISE, Women into Science and Engineering. Dear friend for a long time. I was part of that group when I lived in the UK. And went over to Ireland, to Cork. We saw our granddaughter, 2 granddaughters, grandson. Went over to Sark, the island of Sark, which is where my husband James is from.
Okay.
Spent a few days over there. It's all horse and carriage. I don't know if you've been to Sark.
No, I've never been to Sark, but I know it's
beautiful.
It's quite
Channel
natural, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's where he grew up. That's where he's from.
I've only ever been to Dublin on outside of England, Scotland, and Wales. I've never even been to Cork, but I've got some friends in Cork. Cork Bay. You all right, Cork Bay? All right, Marilyn. You all right? You're right there, Cork.
So it was a beautiful summer week, seeing family, catching up. With COVID, we hadn't seen our daughter and grandchildren in 3 years.
Wow.
And family in about 5 years. So it was lovely catching up with everyone.
Great
And
stuff.
back to Michigan.
Back to Michigan. So just let people know that don't know, where is Michigan? East Coast, West Coast, North, South?
It's about mid. If you know where Toronto is, Toronto,
Yeah.
Canada, most people can place that on the map. Straight west of Toronto.
Okay. West from Toronto. Okay. So is it on the lakes?
Right on the Great Lakes. We're on Lake Huron here.
Okay.
Canada is just across the river from us.
Uh-huh.
The big bridge that goes over from America to Canada. It's just down the street.
So basically you can go there for your health care. Dirt cheap.
I suppose you can. I don't know. I haven't done it.
I saw a documentary where people were going over there and getting their medicines a lot cheaper in Canada. Canada.
I understand you can. Yeah.
Oh, Canada. Let's all get back on now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're all in the corner. I'm bugging out. So, Laurie, you and Juliana have been organising this today's thing, and I'm trying to work out on my own, basically, what a story that matter could be.
Well, well, okay. Let me introduce this because Laurie and I, we were chatting the other day, and I asked her, what would you like to talk about? What would be a story that matters to you? And she said age goal, and I said, yeah. I can see that, and we've been talking about this for a long time. We've talked about that, and I could clearly see that this could be a good topic for balcony banter. So I'm excited to hear all the different angles she's going to put out, and definitely there are some ideas that. We are already have been discussing in balcony banter, so you will see that there are many things that will pop up that you guys are probably already doing and implementing in your life. And just simply the fact that you are tuning into balcony banter every Wednesday and being part of this community means a whole lot to us, and yes, and thank you very much for coming on today again. So Laurie, would you like to take over and tell us some of your insights of the story that matters so much to you, age goal?
If you don't ever go there, you'll never go there. If you don't ever, it's like, if you want to buy a house, what do? You start thinking about it as a goal. If you want to buy a car, you start thinking about it as a goal. Most people don't think of their age as a goal. And my great-grandparents lived to 101 and 102. So it's not impossible for me to think I could have an age goal of 101 or 102. My grandparents did it. I mean, there's things that can happen in between, but if I don't ever go there thinking about it, I won't ever do the things that I need to do to possibly get there. Happy, healthy, self-sustainably contributing. And Julianne, you and I have talked about this, if I can share this book. Yeah. I don't know if you've shared it here before.
Ikigai.
Yeah, Ikigai.
Ikigai. It's the
Ikigai.
Japanese secret to a long, happy life.
Yeah.
Wakarimasen.
And let's just put it a little bit into context. Ian, how did you end up joining, being part of Balcony Banter? And can I ask, is it is it a bad thing to ask? Can I ask, just approximately, how old are you?
Add it together, it's 13.
You're just a teenager.
Okay.
I'm just a teenager.
Got it.
Both numbers are it together. I'm
Okay.
15. To answer your question, it's a story. I have a story that matters to me. It started a few years ago. It started at the time of the pandemic. It's like everything else. People have time on their hands. So I started on the internet looking at various things, following various people. And obviously, started looking at Tim's channel. I also picked up a 30-minute mastermind and a few of the other channels.
Yes.
Listening to Tim's channel and on a Wednesday, I started to like the topics that was being talked about on Balcony Banter. Now, I listened to them for quite a while, and eventually popped in with a couple of questions live, and then that was it, and it was just left at that, and it just sort of went on and materialized from that over the years, up until sort of last year. I lost a friend. It left me thinking. It left me a void. I started following Balcony Banter a wee bit more, coming in now and again, a wee bit more and a wee bit more, and just added up. The topics that they were talking about at that particular time was just plain discussion on the balcony. So I liked it. Then looked at Julianne's channel and all the topics and the mastermind series and everything that was on that. So then I says to myself, I wonder how we could maybe add a wee bit more to it. This is where the short videos came up. And they came into being, showing the short videos, and then we could sit and discuss that and pick up topics and that, pick up comments and that from the viewers as well. And it just materialized from there on with the 2-3 months, and then we'll go up to the end of the year. Juliana and I spoke about for 2022. We decided to keep going and just put in a wee bit more topics. I've added in an email address for myself, and the viewers can contact me personally with a topic or anything at all, any comments on that. And Juliana and I meet up once a month and we discuss them and have a wee chat about them. Getting back to the crunch of the story is, it did matter to me. It has filled a void in my life. I had that open space there. I had nothing really I could put positive into it. So
Ian, I'd like to thank you for that as well.
Yeah.
There was one bit you missed out, which was the bit where you contacted me about the website, and I think that's when we got to be talking personally.
Yes,
I think that's when we had a personal connection then, when you were helping me remodel the website from a user's point of view. So that helped me as well. But when you were talking there, the filling of the void, we welcomed you with open arms, because one thing, we need you, and secondly, my brother's thinking of retiring, and he's worried that he'll have nothing to do and die early, and so it's very important to fill a void.
Oh, That, as I
Absolutely.
say, that was my thing. Because my friend and I, we were fairly close, and it was a case. I wandered into his house, he wandered into my house, and as I said, suddenly he was no longer there. Uh, I eventually plucked up courage to do a short uh, topic on BB called Life Values.
Did you? Oh,
which
I missed that
is
one.
which is exactly what means iki means life and guy means values. So
Yes.
Ikigai.
ikigai. So
Wakerimuska.
you
Yeah.
found Ian, you found your ikigai here with us.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
We
And
always
and
we
it
always get the thing.
changes.
We always get messages from people saying that Ian is the Ikigai of balcony banter.
You will now for sure.
I don't,
Oh, I got it. I
I
got
don't mind.
it. I'm slow.
I don't mind.
So,
But
so
no,
that's what this is all about, this having an age goal. But what do you want to do between now and then? You know, what do you want to fill your life with that's positive, that like Ian, he had been doing something previous in his life that was filling what he was enjoying. And why not enjoy your life as you're doing it? There's, there's many people that I've worked with. Julian can help talk about this part, that when that's one of the first questions that I ask anyone is, what is your age goal? And they always kind of go, what? What do you mean?
Tomorrow is my age.
Tomorrow.
Always tomorrow.
So,
I have
but
never.
you have done as well. You have completely changed your life. We've talked about this, your
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Your and Christine's story is just so remarkable, and I'm sure you've talked about it on the show.
To
It is
death, I
just
think.
so remarkable how you have shifted your life to a better place for both of you,
It
and
was a
that's what this is all
realization.
about.
It was a realization that it's that nothing is given, and that it can be taken away at any moment. And we always say, live for today, live for the moment, and we really do live for the moment. So, an age goal for me is a bit counterintuitive for the live to the moment part. How would we reconcile those two things in your mind, Laurie?
Live in today, absolutely, live in today. But look for tomorrow. You're doing it. You're
Yeah,
subconsciously doing living for tomorrow.
absolutely. I
And
agree.
I
Yeah.
mean, where would you be if you hadn't made this change to where you're living
Yeah.
I
today?
think that when I say
You
living
were
for
looking,
today,
you were looking for your future
that's
and
true. But
a better future.
a lot of people live for the future and forget about today. So
Yeah.
when we plan for the future, we're actually planning. We're actually in the process now of planning for tomorrow or next week or whatever. But we like
Have
the
to live.
yeah. It's we don't say I'm going to do this when that happens, you know. So I'll say, right, I'm going to the doctor's next Thursday, or I'm gonna go out for a pint with Kevin tomorrow night, or something like that. Yeah, that's planning for concrete things. But saying when I retire, I'm going to travel the world, or when we get a bit more money, I'll do this. I'll buy a second car. Those types of looking to the future and goals, they're useless if the little devil pops in between and changes them.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. It's
an
the
age
journey
goal
you're
for me,
enjoying.
yeah, an
It's
age
the
goal for
journey for
me
sure.
would only make sense because I don't want to miss anything. So basically,
Right,
I really don't want to miss anything. Was that
right.
my phone? No.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because now we have a
So
granddaughter. I want to see what she's like when she's 15. You know.
there you go.
So
Yeah.
I've
There
got
you
to
go.
I've got to live
Exactly.
for at least the next
And
12 years.
what do you want to do between now and then?
I think it's basically we have a very, very simple mantra. We want to sleep late, have a nice brunch, call friends in the afternoon, and a bottle of wine with a dinner in the evening. So that's basically it. And
No, it's not. You're like doing this. Look
You
what
are
you're
doing much, much, much more,
You are
and
doing huge things. Huge.
that's
Every
part
day.
of your daily satisfaction. But
what
you
you
are
guys-
doing you are doing much
you caught
more.
me. You caught me.
And like Laurie
You're
said,
right.
it's subconsciously that you are doing much more, not even aware of it.
Absolutely.
but
Look
the
at all
thing,
the people you are connecting with around the world and helping
but
every week. Every week.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I do a daily vlog for myself, you know, and it's basically keeping a record of what I'm eating, so I can look back and think, oh, maybe it's not so much of a diet I'm on, you know, but at least I've been honest with myself in that I'm documenting things. So I think documenting the life as it happens is
Being
good for
aware.
me, yeah. And you can do that by writing a diary. You can do that by filming yourself. You can do that just by remembering. And but don't live in the past. Don't live in the future, because the future can change. Well, the future changes every second, you know. And
We're not the same person we were yesterday.
yeah, and I think an age goal for me would be, if I want to die at 101, why not 102? You know, I'd get up to 101, but it may
Exactly.
happen. It may happen that I say, look, I'm 76, not a lot's working anymore. I'm quite happy to go. You know.
Exactly. For me, I have so much that I still want to do in this world, and people to help, and places to see, people to help. That I'm coming up 66 this year, so if I set my age goal based
So
on
you're
my
12
parents-
then, right?
Yeah.
I'm 7.
And James is coming up 70. He's going to be 70 this next cycle around the sun.
So he's only 7 then. It's your
Yeah.
toy boy.
He's absolutely my boyfriend. So there's just so many things. And you know what? There can be things in life that happen that I don't get to there, but I have lived my life as though that is where I'm going. And I will have helped people along the way that I've wanted to help, people that I haven't met yet, done the things that I've wanted to do.
A lot of people say that what I do, I mean, Carl just said it there, that I probably help more people than I ever realised. But I do it on a very selfish basis. So I don't do it to help people, but if it ends up helping people, it's great. Now, I do react to people when they contact me, and I try to use my knowledge and the time that I have to be able to react to people and maybe help them in that way. And of course, the people they reciprocate. They watch the channel. They work on the adverts. Some people do the give us donations through the little button at the bottom there. Some people do it anonymously through PayPal. So I think it's a sort of a contract we have, a human social contract, where I utilize my time that I have to be able to put things out there, and people take from it what they need.
Yeah, but if you think about it, the ikigai, as we were speaking.
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, ikigai. So it is about your life's purpose as well.
Yeah.
And one of the most important purpose in life is
Not die.
to love and to serve. And to serve with an open heart, and with if we can, with an open mind. And I think
that's a lot to ask.
That's
That's
what you are doing.
Yeah, but it's a lot to ask for some people. You know, I mean,
So-
I'd like to make a comment there. It's coming from Pete and Shelley. Enjoy life now, and do what you want now, because if you set targets for your retirement, you just don't know what your health will be like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very good. Good comment. Huh?
Can I add it? Can I add to that as well? That if you're thinking of longer age goal, you're going to your mindset. I mean, a lot of this is we're talking mindset. Are we living to live or are we living to die? And we're talking about the living to live piece of it. And if you're setting these longer age goals, then you do start doing things today. Unconsciously, subconsciously, you do things differently today.
I would have thought that would have been
You
the other
may-
way round. If you're expecting to live to 101, then you say, I got plenty of time. But if you're expecting to die in the next 6 days, you're going to do everything today.
What are you going to do to get there? How are you going to get there?
I asked my mom at some point. I asked her, "Are you actually living to live or living to die?" And it was a question she never raised herself.
Yep.
And then, of course, I mean, everybody would say, "Well, yeah, of course, I'm living to live." But are you really? Are you on a daily basis? Are you doing the things that
Consciously.
that need to be done in order to get there and living in a good way? So sometimes that can happen. That can happen to anybody, you know. But once we get aware of it, we can then do certain activities that are in harmony with our ikigai.
It can happen to any one of us.
Yeah. That are in harmony with the ikigai, our life purpose, and then we are on track again and in alignment. Yeah.
I just want to say hello to Marianne. Marianne, I've been meaning to contact you, but I didn't know how to. So thank you for popping in today. And I'm going to send you an email, and maybe we can have a chat and give our love to Harry. And I hope you both are both well. So I just wanted to say that. Cole asked a question whether I was going to meet up with Scotsman in Tenerife, Kevin. I have contacted him, and I can ping him tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the only day that I'm going to have time. And I've worked out with Christina, after the dentist tomorrow, I'm going to nip down to Los Cristianos. So I'm going to ping him straight after this and ask him if he's got time tomorrow afternoon to do something. We're not going to go live, but we're both going to record a vlog. I'm going to interview him and he's going to interview me, and then we both got a vlog to publish later, but we're not going to be live tomorrow. But I will show snippets of it on Freaky Friday. The other thing is, on Freaky Friday I'm going to cook an Indian. I said chicken tikka masala, but it's changed now to chicken jira, and it's not a one that you would normally have in an Indian restaurant. There's a couple of Indian guys over, Sub and Danny, and they're going to cook for me actually, and I'm going to film it, and then Freaky Friday will go live, and but I'm doing the filming, so I'm going to do the vlog then at the weekend and publish that next week. So there's a lot going on there. So thank you, Marianne, for coming on. Thank you, Cole, for asking the question. Thank you, Sub, for inviting me for all that. And yeah, I just wanted to get that in before I forgot.
Busy, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Community
Yeah.
is one of the biggest things that are part of this ikigai that we're talking about.
Ian.
And just listening to you about this community that you have, it's amazing. And the things that you're doing.
Yeah, but I don't have the community. They'll talk amongst themselves. I'm kicked out, mate.
You're leading the community. You help make this community happen.
Well, we're having fun with it. We're having fun.
You've found a different way to have, instead of the face-to-face community, we've now become so global. This is one of the most amazing ways to have fantastic community. And that's part of Ikigai. And that is part of the life extension, having this really good, close community that shares.
Yeah, absolutely. And the smiles. And the smiles it puts on our faces every time.
Yeah, Pete and Shell are also saying nobody knows how long we got on the planet. Young, healthy people can be struck down. My dad is 85 and fitter than a fiddle. Life is a lottery. And Moira's saying that I brought you all together. Oh, thank you, Moira. All together now. Together, we're all together. I'm mixing me mixing me show tunes now.
Oh, together now,
There you go.
everybody does.
Okay, so stories that matter. Christina, have you been thinking?
I was thinking all evening yesterday and I didn't come up with one.
With a story that matters. What about a story that's made a big impact in your life?
I'll tell you next time.
Christina has very deep thoughts, and to get her thoughts together, she will tell us next time.
I'm sure it made an impact to have Malika in your life.
Yeah.
Wasn't that something that
Definitely,
really, was a spark of joy?
It was, yeah.
I can imagine so.
Definitely.
It was. Steve and Sandra going back tomorrow. Steve and Sandra, shame we didn't get to meet up again, but I hope you had a great day. Few weeks, and the weather wasn't too bad. The sun's just come out, so it's typical, isn't it? It's typical.
Typical.
Sorry about that, Chris.
Brightening up.
It's brightening up again.
That
Yeah.
was Tim's mom always said.
Yeah, we used to fly into Manchester to visit my mum, didn't we? And it would Chris would call it the Manchester Himmel, the Manchester Heavens, because it was always cloudy and dank, dark satanic mills.
Gay.
Yeah, and my mum would meet us at the airport and say, "Oh, we were out in our shorts last week." And then it'd be, for the week we were there, it'd be totally dark and rainy and miserable. And then on the way to the airport, she'd always say, "Oh, look, it's brightening up again." That story matters. That story matters.
Yeah.
Ian, any other...
Yeah, I was just looking at something, a couple of these scribbles. What actually it's given me a different outlook in my life. It's given me a better appreciation of my life values. It's rid myself of negativity. I don't like using the word negative now. I like to use the word positive. Always. I like to go forward with positivity in mind. And my body as well. You have the feelings in your mind, it spreads into your body, you feel it, you're being positive yourself. Hence the readings that I've started at the end of BB, stay positive.
There you go.
Yeah. Very good.
I like to say the word humbug. But in
missed
a
it.
funny way.
If you can excuse me for 2 minutes, people.
Chris has a great sense of humor.
Yes, with a husband like me.
Well, but Ian,
I think, yeah, go on.
no, well done. I mean, do you have also a piece you would like to read today?
I don't have a piece prepared,
Uh-huh.
but I have 2 paragraphs that I will just read for you now.
Yes.
A positive thought can carry you for hundreds of miles. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian.
Yes. Well done. It's very true.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy that Laurie could make it for today, and I hope you will come on next time again. Not next week, but in the future, with
Yes, of course.
another topic.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we've got another one planned for you, Laurie.
Oh, thank you.
In the summertime. In the
In the
summertime.
summertime.
In the
Very
summertime.
good.
Well, he is always
Yeah.
summertime.
Count me in.
Yeah. Or
Right.
you can come
Yep.
in any time, any Wednesday. You know where we
Okay.
are. We're on the balcony on Wednesdays.
Yes,
Absolutely.
by all means, pop in.
Yeah.
I'll be quite we've started work from July to December, so you may get another call.
I'm here. I'm here. So, can I ask you, how do you feel talking about the age goal and talking about the ikigai and talking about the um, purpose? Does it feel as though you have purpose again? And what, with that purpose, what kind of impact do you feel you're making today now? Different.
Yes, I have purpose now. I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm enjoying giving thoughts. I'm enjoying planning my ideas, and I'm trying now to communicate and share my thoughts with others for their happiness. That's what my plan, that's what my aim, that's what my goal is for the end of 2022.
Fantastic, Ian.
You are doing it,
Shame.
Ian.
Fantastic. I get so excited whenever I have a chance to speak with all of you again because of the excitement that you have about what you're doing. And that is what this is all about. And an age goal is personal. It's absolutely personal, individual. Mine is 125, happy, healthy, self-sustainably contributing. Whether I make it to 125, whether something happens between now and then, I've done everything possible to have the most positive and leave the most positive impact on this world. And that's what it's all about. Whatever your personal life and feeling is about it.
Yeah. My feelings over the past 2 years, there has been, I feel there's been so much negativity coming into news, social media, and what have you. People have forgotten how to be positive. If we can lead them on to the positive side, start forgetting about the negativity, get the negativity out of the mind, start thinking about positive. Even although it's just tomorrow. If you get one
Yes.
day, you get 2 days.
Yes.
Small steps in the ladder.
Okay.
Go forward, but be
You
positive.
get a positive day today, and then you move to tomorrow, and you get a positive day. When you're in tomorrow, it's today, and they build. They just keep going.
The more you build, the easier it gets. The less negativity creeps back into your mind.
But there
As I
isn't.
keep saying to Julianne, keep the positive basket full.
Absolutely. I love that. Keep the positive basket full. I love that.
But I have a slightly different, like I always do have, a slightly different spin on this. And it's to do with positivity and optimism and negativity and pessimism. So if you tend towards being more pessimistic, or as Christina would sometimes say, realistic, then when you see or experience anything, there is good and bad in all of it.
Yes.
And so what I tend to do is to see the positive things in everything, and that is optimism. So I
Yes,
think if you allow yourself to be an optimist, I'm just turned Christina off for a second while she's dying over there. Where's the insurance? Where's the insurance thing? Just in case. Got, you know. But anyway, so we're all waiting for you now. Yeah, so if I tend to put a positive, I don't want to say positive spin, because that sounds like I'm spinning something. But I am an optimist in the respect that we are lucky to live here in Tenerife, but we had to go through a terrible time with Chris, and still do, to enable that.
Right.
We'd love to do this, that, and the other, but we see everything as positive. We see all life as a positive thing, and
Yes.
if you say rid the negative things out of your life, there are no negative things in your life. It's whatever you make of the things in your life. The things in your life and the people in your life are actually inert, and it's how you interact with them that makes them who they are.
It's enjoying the journey, and also enjoying maybe also the struggle.
Yeah, but I mean, some people love to moan. You know, I mean, so they're happy when they're moaning. So from outside, they're the negative people, but then the inside, they're saying, "I'm having a good old moan today." You know.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, God, it's like the weather, you know. There are clouds, and there's blue sky, and the sky
Blue
is
skies,
and the
shining
sky
at me.
and the sky is actually always blue, and we can always know that the clouds are gonna go away.
Exactly.
So there is maybe a day where you moan a little bit, and that's fine too. If you have to get that off your chest, and your way is to moan, then that's fine. That's also authentic. Maybe
Some people have made a career out of it.
maybe look at about when you moan that you don't offend somebody else, or you make somebody else's life more miserable with that.
You can never
That-
offend somebody. You can only take offense. You can't give offense.
That's true too. That's true too. Yeah.
A quick one from Heather McCarthy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, speaking about positivity, sometimes that basket can get empty. But surely it's in your own mind to keep something in the basket, to keep something positive in the basket.
Yeah.
Don't let it
Yes.
get empty.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 But how do you do that? Gesundheit.
Danke.
Bitchin'.
Gesundheit.
Danke.
How do you end up doing that? Keep something
Keep-
positive in the back. I mean, you might just be feeling really down at the moment, and you've got no way out, and you're thinking dark thoughts, and then somebody says keep the positive thing in your basket, and that's the last thing you want to hear.
Exactly.
But if you
True.
sort of say, like I was just saying, there is a positive side to everything.
Yeah.
It might not be a fantastic thing, but it'll be positive. If you dwell on the positive side of things, then things aren't too bad.
If you're just thankful that you live in a free country.
Raindrops on roses
Exactly.
and whispers on
Um,
clouds.
Christine, you said it. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
We
Gratitude
always
for blue sky. Yeah, gratitude.
we always say that being grateful for being here, or for being able to breathe, and your breath is sort of like your life essence that pulls you through. Sometimes if you get doubtful, maybe then just breathe And if that is needed, then it will at least remind you that you are alive, and that's itself something to be grateful for.
That is really true. Jen just said
And
the old saying,
how-
what people think of me is none of my business, and you can't
Yes.
take offense. Jen is from Canada.
Yes.
All the way from Canada. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. See you tomorrow.
And Mark Wilson saying, real friends got me through all the bad times. Keep them close, guys. They keep you positive no matter what.
Yeah.
And Cole's just said, I used to be quite a negative person until something just clicked one day and I realised that no matter what, the world's still going to turn when I wake up. So now I just crack on and be happy instead.
Good.
Well done, you.
Well done.
It's coming up
Yeah.
to 55 now, so I'm going to give over to LORRIE for the final thoughts there. You got about 5 minutes, or you take longer if you like, but we usually wrap up on the hour.
I was just going to add to what you were just saying. What do you do? One of the things that you can do that's really simple is help someone else.
That's cool.
That will in itself help move you to a different, better place.
You did the other day, didn't you? And Ian did as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something that you have to create as more of a habit of thinking, of how to shift that. And if you're struggling to shift it yourself, as I'm sorry, I forgot his name that you just said.
Cole,
Ask a friend. Talk to a friend.
talk to a friend, yeah. But I like that. I mean, that's the first time that that something's clicked really to say, if you're feeling down, help somebody out. That is a great piece of advice, that.
It's one of the quickest ways you can help lift yourself as well. When you help others, you help yourself.
Yeah, but I've got myself tongue-tied now. What used to be the message on that was, there are people worse off than you. And I used to think that was a sort of a downer, you know, like, eat all your food, there are starving people in the world. And then, you know, my answer was, well, pack it up and send it. And then I get a slap round the head from my mum. But
Oh dear.
exactly. But I think putting that's exactly, there are people worse off than you. But I think put it in the context of, if you're feeling down, find somebody to help. That is a great piece of advice.
Super simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 57 and 30 seconds. We're coming up to near the end. I want to go round the round again and find out what people have learnt today. Christina, what did you learn today? Thank you.
What did I learn today?
What do you come up with from this discussion? What's helped you? What's hindered you?
Oh, that maybe the people with MS watching that and see that they can be happy too.
That's right. But you need a Timmy baby for that,
Yeah,
I'm afraid. Timmy babies, you know.
it just exists one time.
Oh, no, there's plenty of us about. Don't worry, all you people with MS looking for Timmy babies. There's plenty of us about.
You too can have a Timmy baby.
For only $29.95 now, and 3 easy payments of $9.95. Oh, that's my new job, is it? That'll be my new job. I'll be your virtual Timmy baby. TimmyBaby.com. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that after this. Juliani, my friend.
Well, as we were talking,
What's your takeaway?
So much about Ikigai.
The icky guy. We're coming to him in a minute, don't we?
Yeah.
No.
Well, one of them principles of Ikigai is also the good times with friends, and I feel that this community of Balcony Banter has created something like that, and something I'm very grateful for, that you guys are tuning in every week and being part of our chat, and all your comments keeps it going. So yeah, thanks for that. And you are subconsciously all doing the right thing, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
And of course, I want to thank Laurie for coming on tonight, on tonight's show.
Thank you for organising it.
And yes, anytime the room on Wednesday is open at 5:55.
Yeah, it's an open invitation, Laurie, wherever you are in the world. If you want to come on, you just pop straight in. You're always welcome. Even if you just sit in the background and do nothing, if you want to, that pearl of wisdom you came out with then is worth every second. So you're welcome any day.
And drink a ginger tea.
Have my ginger tea, yes.
And you have a fantastic background, and it's very clear and everything. So as I was saying before, when I did the update the other day, I told people if they want to practice on camera, then they can come into this room at any time and chat with me, and we don't go live. So it's only when I press this button. So when I stop the live now, we don't go away. So we have a chat after the live just to discombobulate everything. So we'll go over to Ikigai now. We go over to Ian. He's gonna after we come off camera, he's gonna give me grief. I can tell. He's gonna give me grief. Ian, not the Ikigai. Ian, what? I enjoyed you tonight. Let me say I enjoyed your contribution tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
My closing words.
Yes, sir.
Going back to the title, Stories That Matter. This story tonight has mattered to me. It's communication to share with others in happiness.
Wow. That's deep. Thank you, young sir. Thank you, young sir. He's only 12. No, 13. There you go.
How can he come
Unlucky
up
for
with
some.
things like that?
67 or 76 or 85 or 94.
Too high, you're too high up.
103.
Come down a bit. Come down a bit.
103. And Laurie, final thoughts on from your side until the next time, of course.
Well, I want to thank you for having me on again. It's always inspiring to be together with all of you. It really is. Each one of you brings so much amazingness to the table, and you have a very, very lucky community to have you.
Talking about the community, sorry if I missed your comments. We always do go back and have a look at the chat. And if there's anything that we need to respond to, we will. If you feel like you need another response, you can either email Ian straight to the show, or you can email me personally, or you can even email Giuliani, and I'm sure that we can get into contact with you. Do you want to leave your contact details, or where can we see more of you, Laurie?
At LORRIE at remodelinternational.com.
Okay, I'll put that in the description of this one. And if you want to, and what would people contact you about? What is it? Just chit chat, or have you got something that you not sell, but you know what I mean, that you offer?
If they're in a place of dissatisfaction and they want to chat through and break through to find what that dissatisfaction might be at the moment, that's one of the things that I work on probably the most with people. Helping them get to what their purpose and their impact and their belonging in life.
Cool. So I'll put all the details there in the bottom, and don't forget you can also contact Giuliani, as I said yesterday in my updates, and every week Giuliani Nendl. I think next week is we're on your channel, right? Is it the first? Did we say the first Wednesday of the month?
The first Wednesday.
Yes, that's correct.
So what's going to happen next week? It's exactly the same format. The only difference will be is that I go live early and say hello to everybody, and then we push you all over to Juliani's channel. Why are we doing that? I ask you, saying no. So yes, because what we want to do, we want to get the watch hours of Juliani's channel up. And we want you guys to realise that Juliani is a great member of the Balcony Banter team, but she does have her own channel, and she needs your subscriptions, and they are free to give. And once you give a subscription, you get notified when Juliani puts up those little gems where she goes walking in the woods and maybe goes to parts of Tenerife you've never seen. And you can even contact her and ask her, where are those places? And you can even suggest places to go, I should imagine.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome, as long as it's not English breakfast or...
Yes,
or
that's not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. So, yeah, you do that. So we are a community, but we do have more than one channel. So don't forget to give us some love. I'll give you, in the week, I'll give you more information. And the last thing that you can do is tune in at 5:55 next week right here on my channel, because I'm going to be talking for 10 minutes and then we all zoom over to Juliani's channel. Let's see if we can get more than 100 people, let's say. So don't forget to share and tell all your friends. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free. And we're way over the hour, so we're going to dance.
Yes.
Ladles and jelly spoons.
Let's go.
Ladles and jelly spoons. Until next time, this is Tim Dow, Christina, Juliani, Ian, and Lorrie MacGILVRAY saying goodbye.
Vamos a la playa.
Bye.
I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us this week, and it was a great conversation. Thank you, Lorrie, again for being such a fantastic guest. Thanks, Ian, for sorting it all out. Thanks, Juliani, for being there, and Christina for being the love of my life. We'll see you on the next one. Ready? Oh.